up in the nest again today, and I have to say it's a pretty one. We have, well, let's start. We've got friends up here like we always do, but let's find out who it is. I'm not sure. I think Georgia wants to be up here, and of course Norman is here. We're very happy to see you today, Norman. Norman's, even though he's a little shy, has something he wants to share. He's not quite ready yet. We'll find out. We'll find out. But first we have Georgia in order to do the cheer. So, Miss Georgia, I want you to come right up front, okay? Uh-oh. She's not looking like she's feeling her somethingness today. Are you not feeling your somethingness? Okay, let's find out. Go right up to the camera and say your cheer. Are you gonna do it by yourself? Here she comes. She's coming. Don't be nothing, be something. I'm sorry, Georgia. That was the most pathetic cheer I have ever heard in my entire life. Something happened today? Just tell me quietly. It's okay. Oh, no. Let's find out. Jefferson? Jefferson, where are you? Jefferson? I think Jefferson's hiding, but for real this time, he's not playing. I found him. Jefferson is over here. What did you do? He's ashamed. Look what happens when people are ashamed. They can't look you in the eye. Uh-oh. Tell me what you did. You said she had a long neck. How did that hurt your feelings, Georgia? I don't understand. You do have a long neck. I beg your pardon. You need to be still on this one. Okay, now tell me what happened. Oh, he said you had a too long neck. Oh, he said he didn't mean it badly. Not at all. We think, Georgia, that you have in fact a very elegant neck. It's long, it's beautiful. You could put a lot of necklaces on your neck if you were inclined. Do you think? But, all right. Now, do you feel more like doing your cheer? Do you feel more like it? First, Jefferson, I think you do owe her an apology. All right, here he comes. He said he's sorry. Do you forgive him? Oh, they're forgiven. All right, then we need to do our cheer before something else happens up here. We also have Morgan up here, and Morgan's gonna share with us something that Jefferson forgot. But first, we're gonna do our cheer, and we're going to do it this way. What is our cheer? We're not nothing. We are something. I like it. And let's say it again, good and loud from home. I want to hear you up in the nest. We're not nothing. We're something. Oh, good for you. Much, much better, Georgia. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. We're going to find out something that Morgan knows that Jefferson forgot. Now, when we say things sometimes that hurt people's feelings, we have forgotten to give ourselves a think. Remember what we have always said, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything? Well, Morgan has learned to see a different way than other people see. Would you like to share with us, Norman? Morgan, forgive me. All right, Morgan's going to tell you. What is that? Morgan has heart sight. I'm going to say that again because it's not something that apparently most people know about it. Morgan says, I'm the one who taught it to him. I didn't know that. I was unaware. Tell me. Oh, I do remember that. Morgan is letting us know that the very first thing that I said when I met him was that he was beautiful. And I definitely believe Morgan is beautiful. But better than that, Morgan believes that he is beautiful. But he knew I saw him with my heart. He sees Georgia, Jefferson, all the other somethings with his heart. So he can tell a good heart, kind of a cloudy heart. But he can tell. And apparently, so can I. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about a burro. Now, this little burro has something that he needs for somebody to see with their heart. He needs to think about what he's going to show to somebody else. So our little burro's name is Murray. And this is called the little burro that should. Oh, let me show you a picture. Here's the burro right there. He's kind of cute, huh? There was once, not so very long ago, a burro named Murray. His home was a very comfortable stable where the farmer's wife would give him sweet hay and let him out in the morning to visit with his friends on neighboring farms. Murray was, on this particular fine day, very excited to show off his new shoes. Oh, how he loved their shine and the happy clopping sound they made on the road. He tossed his burro mane and strutted over to Beulah the cow, who was slowly chewing her way through breakfast. Said Murray politely, I want to show you my new shoes. Beulah gazed at them forlornly and moved the grass from one side of her mouth, murmured, I have 4 of my own. Those are not very exciting shoes. The little burro was not going to give up, so he went to the next farm, and the chickens were playing hide and go cheep. He went to show off his shows. He went to show off his shoes, and to his sad surprise, they weren't impressed either. As he went on down the road, he saw that the ground was rocky and uneven. Feline, the cat, was curled up in the rocks and couldn't get across the road because it was too hot. Poor Feline had scorched feet, and she was going to have to wait for nightfall and the stones to cool. She was so very thirsty, but still, she had to wait. It was taking a very long time. Murray was busy being miffed that no one was admiring him. He clomped off down the hot road without hardly even a glance at the thirsty kitty. Feline meowed piteously, but because Murray's own thoughts were so loud, he couldn't hear Feline's cries for help. Murray was mad, and he went on his way. As he walked, a thought kept popping into his head. I should have stopped. I should have helped. Eventually, he found himself among hay bales. Normally, he would stop and eat, but he had an idea. With his strong burrow teeth, he moved the bundle to the road back to where Feline was. The rocks didn't hurt because of his shoes. He bellowed to Feline that he would be back with another bundle, and so he did. Pretty soon the road was strewn with bundles of hay, and the cat was jumping from stack to stack, ending up on the other side of the road in the shade. Murray offered his strong back, and Feline hopped aboard to be taken to water. When they passed the chickens, they fluttered about and followed the pair to Beulah, who was still lazily eating. She glanced down at Murray's hooves and started to laugh, as did the chickens. Your fancy shoes aren't looking too fancy. They're dusty and they're spotted, she jeered. Oh yeah, best shoes ever. Murray was so embarrassed. He thought that the shoes had made him special, maybe just a little more special than a simple burro. Homeward he clopped with Feline upon his back, and when the farmer's wife saw him, she asked him what whatever was the matter. Murray told her, "I thought it was important because of my shoes, but I was laughed at." She looked at him with a frown. "Do we care what other barn animals think about your shoes?" Murray thought about it for a while and then decided about thinking about something else instead and told her about his day. "So," she said, "you helped a friend." Ashamedly, Murray said it took him having to think down the road before he came up with the idea. "So I'm wondering," said the farmer's wife, "how did you get across the hot rocks?" Murray laughed. "My shoes kept me safe." She also had a giggle at how silly Murray had been. He had been caring so much about being important that he hadn't even thought about doing something important. Feline had been awakened by their conversation, and after listening, he gave a yawn and stretched. "I, for one, am very, very pleased that you used your shoes and your brain to come up with a way to save me. If you asked me, and I knew you were going to, these are very, very, very fine set of shoes." That's our story. I wonder, what does that have to do with Georgia? Remember, Georgia was feeling embarrassed because she had a long neck and that she thought that she was too different from everyone else. But, Georgia, what did you hear? What can you do with your long neck that no one else can do other than other giraffes with long necks? Georgia can get things out of trees. Georgia does not have to use the ladder. Georgia has remembered her somethingness. Now you all at home, I want you to go find one of your somethings. And next time when we get together in the crow's nest, I would really, really, really enjoy it if you guys shared the video with your somethings. Well, before we go, excuse me, Georgia, I'd like to tell you about 2 books. Part of it is somethingness does not come from what we have or what we own or what we look like. It is all about what's in here. This is where our somethingness lives. And remember, we're not nothing, we're something. And my daughter actually said it a very nice way. She said, it's not always we're not nothing. We need to remember to say, I'm not nothing, I'm something. Well, some of the somethings that I have enjoyed reading about are the Little Women. This is a book written by Louisa May Alcott. Doesn't look fancy from the outside, but it's all about a story of 4 sisters that didn't have a lot, but they did have a lot, if that makes any sense at all. And you'll find out it does. The other one is, it's called Coat of Many Colors. And this one is written by Dolly Parton. And I don't know if you've ever heard of her or not. This is what she looks like. But she wrote this story, and this is about what happened with her when she was a little girl. And the coat that she wore and got laughed at. But she learned that what was important were the stories that went along with her coat of many colors. I hope you read this one because it's one that I have enjoyed a lot. I forgot Norman had something that he wanted to say. And he's gonna, because he's quiet, you have to listen very closely, so he's gonna come up close to you. There he is. Norman is going to say 3 things that he thinks are very important for you to know. Be kind. Very well said, Norman. What else? Be strong. Good job. What's the last one? Be something. Oh, Norman, thank you so much for sharing with that today. Oh, good job. All right, from the Crow's Nest, all of us thank you for being here, and we would like for you to push like and subscribe, and remember what Mrs. Thumper always says, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Bye now.